Hey there everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Aaron Rath here from Rat's Tesla, and I've had a lot of comments, a lot of questions about how I take care of my white interior in my Model Y. So stick with me today and we are going to talk about the products that I use for daily cleaning and for just taking care of these seats in general. So before we get going too far into the application of the products, I just want to talk about each product individually and what I use them for, and then we'll work on one of the seats and I'll give you a little bit of a show and tell on how it's used. So the first product I use is really for daily cleaning, just day-to-day cleaning, making sure that, you know, if there's a stain or a spill or just keeping the seats looking white and fresh. I use just plain old baby wipes. I bought them at Target. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. I like the unscented, first off, because I like the smell of the leather and I like the smell of the new car smell that I still have. But also I don't want my car smelling like a baby. So get unscented, and then you'll also notice that as you look at these, that they have a little bit of alcohol in them. They're like 98% water with just a little bit of alcohol in them, and that's okay because you really want that alcohol. It's there to help dry the moisture from the baby wipe down or out of it, so it's not sitting there all wet. So a little bit of alcohol is okay. I would steer away from, honestly, cheap brands of baby wipes because they tend to have more not natural chemicals in them. I like the Pampers. I liked them from when my kids were smaller. We've always used Pampers and I just liked them, and so I picked these up, and like I said, there's like 80 wipes in here or 72 wipes in here, and I think it was like $3, maybe $3.50, and you can pretty much get them from anywhere. So that's day-to-day cleaning, is the baby wipes. So now let's talk about protecting and cleaning your seats for the long haul. Putting a coat of conditioner on there that's going to help them stay clean. I like Chemical Guys. I'm not sponsored by Chemical Guys. They didn't send me this product, but it's what I use on the interior of my car. You might have something different, but I like Chemical Guys. I'll put a link below to my affiliate link on Amazon where you can pick up some of this. So if you need some, go ahead and buy it. I get a little bit of commission. It helps the channel out, helps me push things forward. So I appreciate it if you buy it through that. If you don't worry about it. If you've got other places that you buy Chemical Guys, go for it there. But I really like Chemical Guys. And it's a two-step process. So the first one is this leather cleaner. And as I look at the instructions, you're basically going to need a microfiber cloth and this spray. You're going to spray this on the microfiber cloth, and like I said, we're going to talk about the application and do a demo here in just a minute. But you're going to take this and you're going to spray it on a microfiber, and you're just going to give the seat a really good wipe down. And this is going to take care of any chemicals or dust or anything that is in the seat. So let's look at how this is applied real quick as we demo this. All right, so let's get at it. As you see, I have 3 different microfiber cloths here. They're all a little bit different, and I use them for different things. And all of these can be purchased at any auto parts store. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them anywhere. You can use my affiliate link for the product below and just add microfiber cloths to it. But this is really the way it's done. So I use 3. So I'm going to use 1 for the first part with the leather cleaner, and I'm going to use just this lighter microfiber cloth. So I'll set these other 2 aside, and I never spray directly on the seat where I'm trying to put the stuff. I spray my cloth, so just a good coating on the cloth to make sure that the stuff is in there, kind of pat it in so it's in there. And then you're just going to take and wipe down the entire seat. Make sure that you go over the whole seat and get into the seams and get all the all the area around it, get around the front and the sides, and then you're gonna go up the back as well. If you need to, put a little bit more cleaner on your cloth and continue to wipe up the sides. I know you guys can't see me going up the back of the seat, but just make sure that you get the whole seat. You don't want to miss anything as you're doing this. You want to get the entire seat, and you just kind of want to give it a few minutes to dry. Once we're done with that, we'll just let it sit here for a couple minutes, and we'll let this dry in place, and you can kind of feel it to the touch if it's wet or if it's dry. As I feel it, it dries pretty quick. A lot of it depends on your climate. Here in Colorado today, it's in the 70s, so it's not as hot as it has been, so that's a good thing. So once that's dry, once you've given it time, then you're going to go on to the next part of the cleaning steps. So let's check that out now. All right, for this step, we're going to use the leather conditioner, and you'll notice I have the conditioner and I have 2 microfiber cloths. That's because you're going to use one of the cloths to apply the leather conditioner. You're going to let it sit there for a little bit, and then you're just going to kind of buff it off. You're going to kind of buff it even. It's kind of like doing ceramic coating or even a wax on your car. You always want to just finally buff it out. Make sure you get rid of any high spots. Make sure you get rid of any wet spots. But always the first step in all of this is always to shake up the material that you're using really good, and that'll allow it to make sure that that all the stuff from the bottom is mixed in. So we're going to take and we're going to set the blue microfiber cloth aside. We're going to use the red one. Make sure that we have it folded right. Let's put the tag on the inside, and then we'll use this microfiber, and we're just going to take and we're going to put about 3 lines. Oh, apparently this is the first time I've used this one, because you can't forget to take out the little metal thing on the inside. We'll set that aside. Then we'll try this again. So give it a little bit of shake. You're going to take this and you're just going to put like 3, maybe 2 lines about like that on your cloth, and just kind of pat it together and get it in there. And then we're just going to put it on the seat and just rub it in. Make sure as you do this that you do it as evenly as you can, and you're just going to kind of make sure you get in all the nooks and the crannies. And also you want to make sure you do this in a pretty good lighted area so that you can tell if you've hit all the spots, or if you've missed anything, or if you've once it's dry. So all right, so once it's had time to sit here, you can kind of feel it and you can kind of see it. If you look at the light just right, you can tell when it's dry. So it's dry. It's been sitting here for about 3 or 4 minutes. So we're gonna take our second cloth and just gonna take it and just kind of rub it in. Give it a good massage on your leather seats, and that will help just knock down any high spots, take care of any residue that was left behind. You just want to kind of get that all out of the seats. You want to make sure that you don't have any remaining down in the seams across the front of the seats or anything like that. If you do, it's not really gonna hurt it, but you want to make sure you have it all up. Now once you've gone through and you've done your good rub down and wipe off of the material, you kind of want to get out a light, because if you've missed any spots, now's your chance to see it. So the easiest thing to do is just to grab your phone and turn the flashlight on, and as you look at it with your flashlight, you can see spots that you may have missed. Now it looks like I actually did a pretty good job. I don't have any residue left over, and the leather itself looks pretty good. So that's about we'll call it about a 5-minute job per seat. Not really a lot. If you put this all together and you take care of your seats, they're going to last a lot longer. So Those are the 3 steps that I use to take care of the white leather interior in my 2021 Model Y Performance. All right, so that's it for today's video. Taking care of the white seats isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm with a lot of people, a lot of the comments that I received. I thought it was going to be more difficult. I thought that there was going to be some issues with it, but it's not that bad. If you follow these steps that I laid out today and you condition the seats before you drive it too far, you'll be okay. And I tend to do this leather cleaning and conditioning about once every other month. If you're in an environment where it's really dusty, really dirty, you can do it once a month, but I'm about a once every other month kind of guy. But I use the baby wipes to keep it clean on a day-to-day basis, to help keep it clean and just make sure it stays nice and white. So that'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching today. As always, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell at the bottom. That way you get notified when I put more videos up. Like this video, it doesn't cost you anything, it doesn't hurt you, but it helps me out. And then last of all, if you've got a different leather cleaner, if you've got a different way of conditioning and cleaning your leather seats in your Tesla, or even any leather seats, drop that comment below. Help my subscribers out with the products that you use. Or if you've got a different way of doing it, any questions that you might have, drop those in the comments as well. If you're a new Tesla buyer, or someone that's about to buy, I should say, make sure that you use a referral code. If you don't know anybody that has a Tesla, my referral code will be dropped below. You can use that, and if you use that, you get 1,000 supercharger miles and I get 1,000 supercharger miles. So it's a really nice thing. If you know somebody that has a Tesla, reach out to them. Don't buy a Tesla without using referral code on there, because 1,000 supercharger miles, that's like a road trip. That's a free road trip for you. So make sure you use one of those. As always, thanks for watching today, and get out there, go for a drive, drive safe. Thanks.